tougher to play without the familiarity to you than it is for you to play Team Johnson?
Don't you ask Lon Kruger that?
He's familiar with it.
I would assume so.
Because
We play different. But you know, Bob, and all, I think what happens is it's kind of what Jeff said afterwards. You know, it's when you play us, we're not going to let you run your sets. We're going to take you out of things. And you're going to end up playing a lot of ball screens and guard the ball, which is, I think what pretty much everybody we played has said for a long time.
it's pretty much what you have to do to win the basketball game.
At the end of the clock. I think Oklahoma does a great job running sets. I think they're a little more complex now than what they were before because they'll run some different entries into it, but still the same stuff. And they run it pretty well.
One change from the last time, guard, the only change they made. Huggins now coming off the bench.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get more guys on the floor and score. I shouldn't say this, but I think that's what it is.
Notice you've shot 74 free throws the last 2 games. Is that a product of the things that you're trying to do differently?
They're trying to get the line more. They're trying to spread people as much as we can spread people and drive it at the basket. Trying to get the line.
It's more like a regular schedule now. You're playing like the 2 game. I mean, there's no more 10-day gaps or a week off for Christmas, things like that. Is that a good thing now? It's more of a regular schedule, get the 2 games in, get ready for the next game instead of having that.
I get no more time off. I mean, I think generally, yeah. I don't know travel-wise. You know what I mean? It's not like flying to Philadelphia and back. So we're going to have to adjust things, I think, because of that. When you're starting games at 9 o'clock, probably leaving the arena at midnight. I think that kind of deal will take a little bit of getting used to and a little bit of figuring out.
Oh, they used to put that mean English. They used to throw that boy up.
Coach,
Hey, Mick. You as well.
Coach, have you seen any signs of some steady improvement, in the overall performance?
Mick, you know what? Jay Jacobs, who is here and then leaves and then comes back, and he's gone for 3 or 4 days. He told me yesterday he thought we've gotten a whole lot better since the last time he was here. And sometimes that's easier, when you watch him every day, it's kind of hard. It's hard to tell how much better we're really getting. But Jay seems to think we've gotten better. And who am I to doubt Jay Jacobs? You know what I mean?
I don't know what I believe in. I covered him as a high school player.
I didn't really want to get into all that, Mick, but
Ain't more to tell that.
They're giving up 61 a game, so they're pretty good defensively.
I think if I'm not mistaken, we scored more points against them than any chance. Their 3 losses, they've scored 60 or less. We're going to have to guard them. And he does a great job coaching. I mean, they beat us in transition. I mean, just their probably last 6 or 7 baskets were either transition or second shots. And they do a great job in transition, but they're not one of those teams that has to do that. You know what I mean? We tell our guys all the time, score early, score late, you know, and they do a great job of that.
They play a lot of guys too, don't they?
Not as many as you think, really. You know, he plays those guards, but inside they play three guys. Pretty much. Depends. If everybody packs it in, then they play a couple of guys.
You only played 9 guys by design, or?
No, because I read your column. And I thought, well, I don't have any answers. Maybe you have some.
Are you trying to pare things down, or just?
You know, David. Honestly, I'd like to, but I don't know that I can. I mean, I think everybody here would say, you know, I didn't play Kevin Marine for 2 games. He deserves to play. We need to get him in a game. He brings too much good things to the package not to play him. So, you know, then you add him, it's 10, and then, you know, who knows? We don't make any shots. Maybe Matt Humphrey can make a shot. You know, or Aaron Brown. I mean, AB was our best 3-point percentage shooter a year ago. Shot like 36%, I think it was.
The dribble drive stuff that you installed last week before Easter, how do your bigs fit in when you play that? Do you have to play more open post when you run that, or can they have a role when you go to that?
Oh, they got a huge role. Actually, you know, the hope was we could ISO Dennis and Eric Moore, and it gets Eric out where Eric can make some shots. Instead of moving Eric where they can stand and guard him, we just kind of stand him out there, which if they leave him, you know, I told those guards throwing the ball, let him shoot it. He shoots it better than you do, so let him shoot it. It's kind of what I did in Cincinnati one time. You know, we kept clanging shots, and so I called timeout, told the post guys, you guys get out behind the line, let those guards rebound, see how they like it. And what happened was I had this guy, Keith Stark, started making them. And then LaVerse Robinson made a few, and so it really changed what we did because against the zone, I put Starks out there and let him shoot it and make guards try to rebound, which I'm about to do with these guys. But Eric can shoot it out there. Eric may well be our best 3-point shooter.
Look at the numbers between Gary Brown and Jabari Huggins, and they're starting. They're about the same player. You got one starting, and the other one coming in, I guess. The one that comes in plays a few more minutes per game. Start Brown. Talk about that. What you're trying to do with those 2 guys, and how you're going to get them to be starting similar at a higher level.
Well, I've always tried to have a guy that came off the bench. Missoula did it for us for a long time. And you know, I kind of talked to him, we understood why, and so he was good with it. And I've said, I think Darnell Burton he's on the West Wing, one of the top 10 leading scorers in history of Cincinnati. He's probably in the top 7 or 8. Never started the game. He's never in his 4 years ever started the game because he made such a great impact coming off the bench. Terrence Gibson didn't start a game until Alan Jackson tore his knee in the second round of the program because he gave us so much coming off the bench. And I always want somebody to change the game really quick. Come in and change it in some way or another. You know, Burton changed it because he come in and make shots. Terrence Gibson changed it with his energy. And I think that's what Gary does. That's what Missoula did. You know, when we brought Missoula in the game, you know how everybody's all keyed up to play, and then you kind of like settle in. Well, then you bring Joe Missoula in, and all of a sudden you're a little more revved up than they are. And that's kind of what we want to do with Gary.
Can those 2 defense